For most people, the skull is just a fun Halloween decoration, a symbol of spookiness. But historically, the skull and skeleton served a far deeper, more powerful purpose, one encapsulated by the Latin phrase memento mori, a core belief that literally means, remember, you must die. This idea is more than just a acrobat art. It's the philosophical root of why we celebrate the dead at the end of October. For ancient peoples who celebrated Samhain, the predecessor to Halloween, the transition into winter was a time of stark, immediate mortality. The harvest was over, and the dark season brought hunger and death. This belief in an ordered, albeit harsh spiritual world led to rituals where life was given to honor the spirits of the dead. Records from this era indicate that animal sacrifice was common during these seasonal fire festivals to appease the gods and ensure survival. Though archaeological evidence is debated, some historical accounts even suggest the potential for human sacrifice as a profound offering to the other world during this time of spiritual flux. This raw, intense focus on the power of mortality shaped early spiritual practices, including necromancy, which has existed since the dawn of human deity worship. Necromancy, the practice of seeking knowledge of future events by communicating with the dead, was a natural extension of the belief that the veil was thin. The Book of Enoch, a non-canonical Jewish text, offers a parallel view, describing fallen entities who reveal forbidden arts and sciences to mankind. These spiritual transactions, whether seeking wisdom from ancestors or commanding malevolent and demonic spirits for power, were all historical attempts to engage directly with the great final mystery. The impulse was simply to wield the immense spiritual power inherent in death. A beautiful and contrasting expression of this mortality theme is found in Mexico's Dia de Muertos, the Day of the Dead, celebrated on November 1st and 2nd. While the European tradition used the skull as a solemn warning, the Mexican customs uses calaveras, the iconic decorated skull made of sugar or clay, as a joyful welcome. These artistic skulls are not meant to frighten. They are brightly colored gifts and decorations, celebrating the unique life and memory of the deceased. This tradition shows that remembering death isn't always about fear or virtue, but can be a vibrant, life-affirming act of remembrance. As history progressed, memento mori concept evolved from ritual into high art and personal discipline. In the medieval and Victorian eras, skulls, coffins, and hourglasses became common visual motifs in paintings, jewelry, and architecture. They were used not to scare, but to remind the viewer that wealth, vanity, and earthly pleasures are fleeting. The presence of a skull was a serious, moralistic conversation. Live virtuously because your time is limited. Today, when we hang a string of plastic skulls, we're unknowingly participating in a tradition that spans millennia. The skull isn't just decoration. It's a universal symbol, a historical lesson, and a direct link back to a time when our ancestors stared down their own mortality and channeled that fear into ritual, art, and magic.